it's just like loud metronomes just going off constantly. It's really unbearable. And then there's that, you know, wacky saxophone music that plays when you're talking half the time. I think the only thing in here that's remotely listenable is maybe the like random cheesy J-pop during the actual intro sequence and some of the dungeon music, which you can kind of tune out. And now, of course, here's another long, pointless conversation where we have to go to church for some reason to talk to people about whatever.
Anyway, go talk to the Basilicom staff. They'll communicate with a different one, and we'll be on our
Again,
way.
I can't stress enough how much padding there is in long conversations.
Okay, then I'll be back in a jiffy.
And one thing that is interesting here, though, is once I actually get into the church, which I think is going to be for a while, because, you know, we have to talk about how we're going to the church for 5 minutes before we actually go to the church. And then go through a long load screen. Why are these so long?
Excuse me.
Here we seem to have an actual male character in this game.
Is that okay?
I mean, he's a generic face of silhouette.
Well, applying for teleportation.
With no consequence, no name.
Could you give us your reason and how long you'll be traveling for?
Got a voice actor.
How long? I don't know.
It's not all creepy girls of questionable age and terrible outfits. There's also that one shadowy guy in the church. Which, again, I don't see how it really fits the whole video console war metaphor that we're kind of maybe going for.
Long term, salvage areas attacked by monsters. There. Or shall I word it in a more vague way? Volunteer work? That'd look better on your resume.
Yes, I really do. Yeah, can't be said enough.
Whatever. Hurry it up, my party is waiting for me.
And I love those wonderful little emoticons they put up there, don't you?
Friends with you, Could you write their names here?
When we have this giant character sprite taking up half the screen, which is fully animated despite not moving at all.
This is my first time doing this, so I don't know.
You'd think we could actually like convey some emotion through facial expressions, but no, we've got this like same static.
Let me tell you a bit about our origins and give a small history.
Confused board face all the time. And then we just pop up little head drops or yellow things or green clovers or whatever to indicate a mood. Or change the eyes to weird little dots.
On the other hand, we perform missionary work to spread our beliefs.
Also the paw hands.
That's the gist of it. Did that help?
No, not particularly.
You know, again, I have to show you these to convey how bad they are, but they go on for so long.
Well, it's different everywhere. Some basilicons may be construed as weird.
Well, here's something. Look at the size of that zipper.
Say such things, though.
That is a zipper handle the size of somebody's entire hand.
Nice.
And even the, like,
sure. Well,
proper zipper mechanism is
you don't want them to wait too long,
at least as big as, like, a couple of your fingers there, it looks like.
Bye.
Oh, merciful end to this madness.
Neptune. A nice name?
Oh, you gotta say something cryptic, of course. Or, that's not even cryptic. That's just filler. So much filler in this game, I can't believe it. And we gotta see this whole map spin around every time we come back to it too, of course. I don't know why. Oh, I guess you can see the little dungeons that you have unlocked. You do. And again, look how many times I go through this whole Explorer screen and look at these things just to go to the next dungeon. It's the only option. Everything else on here is some little optional dungeon I got a little download thing.
Can we get a move on and go somewhere else already?
Yeah, this is like 20 minutes before I just go to the third dungeon. No, not even if you count the tutorials, this is only the second mission of the game that I have to wait this long to get into. And again, we're not explaining anything about the world or the characters or the plot. We're just killing time, quite frankly. Covering old ground, making bad attempts at jokes, forcing us to look at that sweater. I was going to say something more about that, but apparently we're moving. Oh, we got to go back to the map going. Yeah, that whole little conversation there. Can't just leave that into the next dungeon that we wanted to go to. No, we have to come back out here. Double check if nothing else pops up in there. Go down to search. And ta-da, here's our which is basically the exact same dungeon, with the exact same boss at the end. And I think the exact same layout. Whoop-de-doo. Anyways, gotta remember to save it every once in a while. Which takes a while, this is really good to save. And, yeah, well, that's a 2 meg save file, holy cow. What does this even have to save? Oh, of course, it has to save my entire still... Excuse me, my entire stealth theories for every single character. That's what it has to save. Plus the custom art mode and the attacks, I guess. And the butt logo, of course, can't forget that.
I'll make all of you proud.
And we're still going to same monsters here too, of course, can't grade those at all. I mean, with all the time and attention to detail to create that wonderful piece of artwork, we have to get a lot of mileage out of it. Right?
I'll show 'em.
And we can't go and just power swap it. We already did that to stock the first dungeon. Oh, here's me trying out this whole dual edge skill that I got.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it does a lot more damage. And did I not manage the fact that I just killed Sonori? It does a lot more damage. But it also, you know, doesn't try to chain the combo thing up as much, which...
No attack.
All it does is give you back a little bit of AP, but, you know, it adds up. And... what, 50 over 50 versus 20 over 8? That's a bit of a better damage ratio. Because every third I get the AP back. So, yeah, I'm actually gonna have to sit down and, you know, like, a spreadsheet and do the math. See what the most efficient attack is. Which I would have just stopped and done while playing the game, but you don't need to sit there while I'm looking down the side.
I never let my prey go.
For her, it's easy though, because she hasn't got any skills yet. She can just go combo, link attack, attack, attack.
Did you think that was it?
Attack.
Too bad.
And yeah, right here it's dead.
Let's just say we're on a different level.
I just haven't done. But yeah, the fact that you can back out of those and block at the end seems like a huge design oversight. But you know, why not do it? It's one of the few things that have to resemble strategy. Strategy is just, you know, try to tell when that number actually is 8 and get out of here. Although I could set things up so that my whole button mashing thing has something on the end that costs like twice as much as the cheapest thing I have available. So it would just stop me, and I notice I was out, and then I can just back out and
Everyone, get
I also want to realize that that whole treasure seek thing brings the little pointer up until you hit a button, which is why I keep seeing you just standing there at an idiot wall, spinning the camera around.
I don't like getting hurt.
Another thing is, I love how we have just the one monster icon and little initiative order up here. You can't really look at their faces and tell where this we think. Although you can also tell that I really was not paying any attention and just went with the button at this point. Mainly trying to work out the math on most efficient ways to use attacks. And somewhere in here, I think, might have already done it, just blabbering too much to pay attention. But somewhere I actually did, you know, remember to use that fantasy zone thing. Because why not? Possibly this fight.
Get ready. Come on. All right, getting
But
better.
the thing too is, I don't see the point of the unarmed attacks that everybody has. Okay, you got your weapon, which does 10% your strength for just melee attacks. You've got the long-range attack from it, which goes up intelligence. Okay, that makes sense. And then you got this third option, which I guess also goes off attack. The basic hits cost about the same, do about the same damage. It's the same exact ratio, but you know, it's like 20 over 8 versus 25 over 10 or something like that.
I think I can keep going.
So yeah.
This is
I guess it's another way to chain up attacks if you want. Have one. So you just have like triangle, and then circle, 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 circle.
Now's my chance to attack more.
But not for her, because she's got long range attacks. And you can't reconfigure the first one on each of them. So, you know, she has to start with X. Which also means that all her combos, you know, one attack does that, end with X. Which would totally be a cheating thing, except that, you know, you can reconfigure everything. Yeah, here's Fantasy Time. Or a little open terrible cameo where he fires lasers off the side of the screen, and then the name of the game appears. And then, so the blocky spray and something tornado. I don't really understand what Fantasy don't have to do with this at all. It's just like one little particle effect at the start of a basic wind spell. But, you know, I'll take it. It's a big really thing. There's that weird fire button thing.
Here I come.
Let's see, it's yeah, I used it twice here, so oops. And again, if you look at the actual damage that did, compared to just wailing on basic attacks, totally not worth it.
Here I come.
At all. And when she gets it, apparently. So.
Can you drop this?
And yeah, this is basically all there's in the game at this point. You work out the most efficient way to do damage.
This is a bonus. Take it
You
home.
set it up to just do it by mashing one button all the time. And then you just do that. And if you need healing, you'll heal yourself once you have your skill set up. That's the other thing too. Eventually, you know, you get enough of those points that level up for putting in your healing skills that you can get your basic heal up to 100% activation. Anything that gets you below half your HP, you heal yourself automatically for free. Well, it uses some healing items, I guess. But, you know, you got 50,000 at that point. Who cares? So there's no healing. There's no varying your attacks on different enemies, really. I guess if you really want to work with elemental weaknesses, that's something. But I've tried it, and it doesn't make that big of a difference when it does come up. So yeah, you just kind of mash attack, and it seems so complicated. And I guess it is so complicated, but you know, there's no actual decisions involved. It's just work out the flaws in the system they created, exploit them, win. And here's just more filler too. I'm like, ooh. Gee, I wonder if there's something hidden behind this wall. Oh, there totally is. I can see it on my map. So I'll put my hammer to get rid of it. Wow! Who would have thought there was a doorway here? I sure wouldn't have, would you?
I'm nervous.
It was so well hidden behind the big, obvious wall. So, yeah, I mean, like, that hammer skill, what's the point of that? It gives me something slightly more to do than just run around. It has a cooldown timer just for it. So you can't bash 2 walls down without waiting a bit, but it's based on actual time spent waiting, not like steps taken or anything, apparently. So I don't see what the point of that timer is. Even if there were a couple walls right next to each other, I mean, you don't have to run around circles and get in fights to do it again. Same with the whole chest searching thing. It's like, I have this ability, I have this character, they're in the front of the game. Why would I not hit square and see if there's a hidden treasure in the dungeon? And then you tell me where it is. And then I can hit it again and make sure there is the second one. There's some strategy to, reroll here's thing. Because, you know, you fight a lot now, so you don't fight a lot later. But, whatever. You get a pile of healing after every fight. Things don't really hurt you. And again, it's like, you might get between 1 and 5 fights now, or if you just let things play out normally, you might get between like 2 and 6 fights.